Hello everybody, good morning everyone. Sorry for disturbing you in the weekend, but I want to introduce some of the topics which are related to previous topics which I will consider to give in tomorrow's exam. So those topics are like finding, cost, remaining 5 values. For example, they will use sine value. For example, sin x is equal to 3 by 5 or 2 by 3 or 1 by 2. So what about remaining 5 trigonometric values, trigonometric function values? They will go either any one out of 6, either sine, cos, tan, cot, secant, cosecant. Out of 6, they will be any one trigonometric function. You need to find remaining 5 trigonometric functions. That is the first topic. So very small one, but we can solve so many problems on that. Next one is finding domain range of trigonometric functions. That is second topic. And last one is what is the difference between trigonometric ratios and trigonometric functions. As actually both are same, why we'll call trigonometric ratios sometimes, why we'll call trigonometric functions sometimes, what is the difference between those also we'll discuss in this today's topic. Let us go. If cos x is equal to minus 3 by 5, cos x is equal to minus 3 by 5, where x lies in third quadrant, then find remaining trigonometric functions. Find remaining trigonometric function values. So this is the question, like either they may ask for 1 mark or they may ask for 2 marks. If they ask like this, cos x equal to minus 3 by 5, where x lies in some particular quadrant, if they ask to find remaining trigonometric function values, that may ask for 2 marks, right, in PU board. If they ask cos x equal to minus 3 by 5, where x lies in third quadrant, if they ask to find a tan or find cosecant, they may ask for 1 mark. Let us solve this. Cos x equal to minus 3 by 5. How to find remaining trigonometric values? So before introducing trigonometric functions, already you know that trigonometric ratio of sides by using that angle we will do. Nothing but we have OAO, HHA, right? Ratio of sides. What is sine? Sine means opposite by hypotenuse. What is cos? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Tan is nothing but opposite by adjacent. Here if I consider a right angle triangle, by using right angle triangle with this acute angle, we will find remaining trigonometric values generally. Now what does cos? Cos given minus 3 by 5. Forget about minus now. Last we will include. Forget about minus now. Minus 3 by 5, where x lies in third quadrant. Actually cos means what? Adjacent by hypotenuse. Cos means adjacent by hypotenuse. That what do you mean by adjacent here? 3 adjacent this side. If we consider this as angle x, adjacent will be 3. Adjacent by hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is given 5. So according to right angle triangle, 3 square plus some y square equal to 25. So to find y, this will get 4. Apply Pythagoras theorem. So here we will get 4. So in a triangle, if you know those 3 sides, nothing but adjacent, hypotenuse, opposite side. If you know those 3, easily you can find remaining all 6 trigonometric function values, right? So if cos x equal to minus 3 by 5, what is sine? What is sine x? Tell me. Sine means what? Opposite by hypotenuse. What is opposite? 4. 4 by 5. Right? 4 by 5. Next. Sine, cos. Next. Tan. Tan means what? Sine by cos. Nothing but tan means what? Opposite by adjacent. Nothing but 4 by 3. Next. Cot. Cot x. Cot x means what generally? Reciprocal of tan. Nothing but 3 by 4. Next. Secant. Secant x is nothing but reciprocal of cos. Nothing but 5 by 3. Forget about sine now. No. Next. Cosecant. Cosecant x means what? Reciprocal of sine. Nothing but 5 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over. Now we will deal with this sign minus with respect to third quadrant, right? You know that all silver teacups, right? Here all means all are positive. Second quadrant, sine and reciprocal. Cosecant are positive. T means tan and reciprocal. Cot are positive. C means cos and secant are positive. Now where x lies they given? X lies in third quadrant. In third quadrant which are positive? Tan and cot. Tan and cot are only positive in what? In Q3. In Q3. So that means tan and cot only we should put plus sign. Remaining all functions what in third quadrant? Remaining all are negative. Simple. So that's why cos is given negative, sine negative, secant negative and cosecant negative. So how simple it is. So if we convert this 3 by 5 into this right angle triangle, you need to find remaining third side. Then you can find remaining all 5 trigonometric function values by using OAO HHA. Right? Now this is one method by using right angle triangle. This is by using right angle triangle. Nothing but RAT. Right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. By using this method. And also we can find by using trigonometric identities. Trigonometric identities. See, what are the trigonometric identities? How many trigonometric identities we have? We have 3 trigonometric identities. One is what? One is cos square x plus sin square x is equal to 1. Next one is secant square x minus tan square x is equal to 1. Next one is cosecant square x minus cot square x is equal to 1. So these are the 6 trigonometric value function identities. So most of the time we will deal with those. So according to that also we can find remaining trigonometric function values. Let us solve how. We know that cos square x plus sin square x is equal to 1. Then what is sin square x? 1 minus cos square x. What is sin x? What is sin x? Sin x means here square is there. Sin means square root of 1 minus cos square x. Right? Now by using this trigonometric identities as they given cos x equal to minus 3 by 5. So you substitute cos x value here. Nothing but square root of 1 minus cos square x. Nothing but minus 3 by 5 whole square. Square root of, so minus into minus whole square, minus 3 whole square is nothing but minus 9 by 25. So if we simplify this, 25 minus 9, nothing but square root of 16 by 25. Actually square root, for example, if we write square root of 4, nothing but minus plus or minus 2, right? Plus or minus 2. Why? Because, sorry, I'll leave this. For example, square root of 16 by 25 we got. Here what we will get? Plus or minus 4 by 5. Plus or, if we remove root means it will become plus or minus if we have square roots. Can we write plus or minus? Can we write plus or minus? No, they mention condition. Actually, if they given root means actually it is plus or minus, but they given condition, that is x lies in third quadrant. Third quadrant sign is positive or negative? Sign is negative. So we should not put plus condition. It should be minus 4 by 5. So according to trigonometric identities, we got sine. We have cos, we have sine. Then what do you mean by tan? What do you mean by tan x? Tan x is nothing but we know that sin x by cos x. What is sin x? Minus 4 by 5 divided by, what is cos x? Minus 3 by 5. So minus 5 cancel, which is equal to 4 by 3. If you observe, tan x directly we got plus 4 by 3. Right? So that is nothing but this. If you want again, so we have sin, cos, tan. Cot means what? Reciprocal of tan. Cosecant means what? Reciprocal of sin. Secant means what? Reciprocal of cos. So by using trigonometric identities also you can find. By using RAT also you can find. Nothing but right angle triangle. So based on this, I will ask 3 to 4 questions in your tomorrow examination. So pause the video and note it down. Now we will discuss domain and range of trigonometric functions. Nothing but 6 trigonometric functions. Before going into domain and range, I will recall again what do you mean by domain and what do you mean by range. Which type of values we will consider as domain, which type of values we have to consider as range. What about codomain? I will tell once again, you observe. As I said previously, if we consider a function box, nothing but like a mixture. So whatever we will put input, that all we will consider as domain. For example, if we can put 1, nothing but a real number 1. Not only that, 1 is a domain. What are the possible values? All possible values what we can put, nothing but include in this function or nothing but a box. Those all we will consider as domain. So this box is nothing but a function. Function will represent with either with f of x or with y. This f of x or y may be sin x, cos x, tan x, or x square, or modulus of x. So those are functions. By putting these possible values, what it will give output? Values. Those all we will consider as range. Now, for example, if we have two sets, guys. Set A and set B. So these are mapped like this, set A and set B. The set A we will consider as this total set A. Total set A we will consider as domain. This total set B we will consider as range. No, it is codomain. Codomain. When it comes to functions, this is domain, this is codomain. What about range? That range depends upon domain values and that function. Range we need to identify. But when it comes to function, first set is domain, second set is codomain. Don't confuse with function and relation. Relation means domain means not set A. Function means set A. For function, domain means set A. Why? Because function means in every element in set A should be related with some element. No? Nothing but it should have unique image. So total set A will consider as domain in functions, but as relation which are related, those all we will consider as domain values. So this is about domain and range, how to identify. Now when it comes to finding domain and range of trigonometric functions, first we need to learn graphs. Graphs of TFs. Nothing but trigonometric functions. So what are the graphs? How we will draw graphs? For example, if f of x equal to x square, already we have done some graphs in which lesson? This is relations and functions. By using the function, we will draw graphs. For example, if the function is f of x equal to x square, f of 0 means it will become 0, f of 1 means 1, f of minus 1 means 1, f of 2 means 4, f of minus 2 means 4. Nothing but if you draw, it will come like this. Nothing but f of x equal to x square graph. So these x values we will consider as domain values. F of x equal to x square, that is nothing but y. So these y values we will consider as range values, right? So by using this concept, we will draw graphs of trigonometric functions. So for that we need to consider a coordinate system, nothing but a coordinate plane. See, first I will draw the graph of sine function. See, these are very important. Not when it comes to exam point of view. It is very important when it comes to knowledge point of view to understand the further topics. Why? Because as I said, a trigonometric function, it has a very huge topic. So it will be mixed in so many parts. We can learn in calculus, differentiability, continuity. So many parts we have to learn. So understand carefully. So this is x-axis. This is negative x-axis. Positive y-axis, negative y-axis. So on y-axis I will consider this as a 1, and this is minus 1, this is minus 2, and this is 2, right? On x-axis, x values are nothing but domain values. Now for the function sin x, nothing but sine function. What is this? X means domain value. But in that, what we will put domain value? nothing but angle we will put. Angle we will put, right? That may be sin 30, sin 90, sin 180, sin 360, sin 720. Like that angle we will put. Nothing but domain values are angles. Which type of angles? Observe here. Here we will mention that angles in terms of radians. So 0. So here I will write pi by 2. So which is pi. This is 3 pi by 2. This is 2 pi. And this is 5 pi by 2. On the left side, same. Minus pi by 2. Minus pi. Minus 3 pi by 2. Minus 2 pi. Like that. We all know that sin 0 value 0. This is sine function. This is what? Sine function. In the domain we have to put this radians. Sin 0, 0. Sin pi by 2 is 1. Sin pi by 2, 1. Sin pi, 0. Sin 3 pi by 2 is minus 1. Sin 2 pi is 0. Sin 5 pi by 2 is 1. And again, sin minus pi by 2 is minus 1. Sin minus pi is 0. Sin 3 minus 3 pi by 2 is 1. Sin minus 2 pi is 0. So to draw a graph, so we need to join those points now. For 2 it is 4. For 1 it is 1. For minus 1 it is 1. For minus 2 it is 4. Like that, if we join these points we will get. So here also, if we join these points, we will get the graph like this. See this? If we go on increasing like this, so the graph will be like this, in a wave shape. You tell me, is this graph is continuous function or discontinuous? What do you mean by continuous? Continuous means without lifting pen. Can we draw the graph, full graph? Yes. So this is a continuous functions. What about discontinuous functions? As you know that greatest integer function. If you observe greatest integer function, the graph will be like this, like a steps, right? So to draw from here to here, we need to lift the chalk piece and we need to draw. So those type of functions we will consider as discontinuous functions. This type of functions we will consider as continuous functions. That means nothing but sine function is also a continuous function. So this topic you will get in second year. Which functions are continuous, which are discontinuous, like that. Now from this, if you identify clearly, so what may be the range? What may be the range of this function? What may be the domain of this function? Let us observe carefully. What is domain here? What is domain? Domain means what? Input values. Input values, right? In that, which values we can put? We can put minus 2 pi, minus 3 by 2, minus pi by 2, 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, 5 pi by 2, so on like that. And also we can put pi by 4, we can put pi by 3, we can put pi by 6, we can put. We will get values now. So domain is nothing but real number. Any real number you can substitute. Nothing but in terms of radians. What do you mean by range here? What do you mean by range? Finding domain and range is very important. We want to consider here codomain, right? So here, what do you mean by range? Range means what? Output values. Range means what? Output values. If you observe this graph, the graph won't exceeds above 1. Observe carefully. If you take any sign value, it won't exceed 1. And it won't be decreased below the minus 1. But in between values we will get minus 1 to 1. Minus 1 to 1 we are getting. So range of this function is minus 1 to 1 close bracket. Range of this function is minus 1 to 1 close bracket. So domain is all real numbers. Range is minus 1 to 1. So this is very important, you need to remember. Another important thing. Tell me, when sin x equal to 0, tell me guys, when sin x equal to 0, for which values of x? Which values of x? As we know that sin x is 0, when x equal to 0, nothing but sin 0 value is 0. And also if you observe this graph, so this is y value, nothing but 0 here. 0 means 0, and again sin pi is 0, sin 2 pi is 0, and again sin 3 pi, sin 4 pi, all are 0. And again when it comes to negative side, sin minus pi 0, sin minus 2 pi 0, sin minus 3 pi, sin minus 4 pi, so on. Those all values sin will be equal to 0. Now, if in examination how they will ask means, simply they will ask if sin x equal to 0, if sin x equal to 0, for what values of x? For what values of x? So then you cannot write all the values. Then you cannot write all the values. For that you need to write for all x is equal to, for all x such that, for all x such that x equal to n pi where n belongs to z. N pi where n belongs to z. So this is the answer. If sin x equal to 0, nothing but for all x such that x equal to n pi where n belongs to z. Z means integers. X equal to n pi guys. Where n belongs to what? Integers. That integer may be 0. 0 into pi 0. That integer may be 1. 1 into pi 5. 2 means 2 pi. 3 means 3 pi. Again same like that negative also. Did you understand? Sin x equal to 0 for which values of x? X equal to n pi. Right? So this is about the sine graph, and for that by using the graph we can find domain and range. The domain is R, range is -1 to 1. Same like this we are going to find cos, tan, cosecant, secant and cot. So for the meanwhile copy this, pause the video and note it down. Next sine over, next cos and tan. Cos and tan simultaneously we will find. So for that we need to draw coordinate axis. So x dash, and this is x, this is y axis positive and this is negative y axis. So for that we need to find domain and range. Domain and range. And also if cos x equal to 0, so for what values of x? So those all we need to find. Again for this tan, so this is a negative x axis, positive x axis, positive y axis, negative y axis. Again we need to find domain and range, right? And also tan x equal to 0 for what values of x like that. Now see all of you. So angles what we need to find is this is pi by 2, this is pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, 5 pi by 2, and here it is minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2 pi. So here also this is 0, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, 5 pi by 2, and this is minus pi by 2, minus pi, minus 3 pi by 2, minus 2 pi, minus 5 pi by 2. Right? Now, when it comes to y values, based on domain only, we will get y values now. Generally, if f of x equal to y, see after substituting x values only, we will get y values. See, let us observe. So, what do you mean by cos 0? What is cos 0? Cos 0, we know that 1, cos 90 is 0, cos pi is -1, cos 3 pi by 2 is 0, cos 2 pi is 1, cos 5 pi by 2 is 0, and again it is cos minus pi by 2 is 0, cos minus pi is -1, cos 3 pi by 2 is 0, cos 2 pi is 1. Now, if we join this, again we will get the shape like sine function, only. This is also continuous or discontinuous function. Cos function is also continuous function. But is there any difference between sine graph and cos graph? Both are same? No. Why? Because sine graph will be like this. Why? Because sine graph 0. It will start 0 means 0. So it will come like this. So both are not same, both are different. So here it is cos 0 means 1, but sin 0 means 0. Both are different graphs. If you observe from this, what is domain? Domain means all values we can take. Nothing but domain is R. range. What do you mean by range? Here also if you observe, the graph won't exceed 1. So that's why this is also minus 1 to 1 only. So we won't get, if you take cos 5000 degrees also, we won't get the value above 1 and below 1. So if you take any angle, nothing but if you take any radian in terms of real number, we will get only from minus 1 to 1. So that's why this is domain, this is range of cos function. Now, what about tan? Tan function? We know that tan 0. What is tan 0? Tan 0 means 0. Tan pi by 2, tan 90. Remember the function values, trigonometric function values. What is tan pi by 2? Tan pi by 2 is nothing but undefined. Observe this. So you will understand later why I have drawn those lines, right? Dotted lines. What is tan pi by 2? Tan pi by 2 is undefined. But what is tan pi by 4? What is tan 45? Tan 45 is 1. Right? What is tan 60 degrees? Tan 60 is root 3, somewhere here. Nothing but tan pi by 2 is nothing but undefined. So it won't touch anywhere. So it will go upside. Again, tan minus pi by 2 is also undefined. So the graph will be like this. It won't touch those dotted lines. Right? Next, tan pi 0, tan 2 pi 0, tan values. So how to find those angles also I told. Based on the quadrants. For example, how to find tan pi? How to find tan 180 degrees? Tan 180, can I write tan 90 plus 90? Can I write tan 90 plus 90? Can we write or not? 180, tan 90 plus 90 we can write. 90 plus, this is 90 degrees raise. 90 plus which quadrant? Second quadrant, remember. 90 plus means second quadrant. Second quadrant tan is positive or negative? Positive or negative? Negative. So minus, right? Minus as 90. This 90 is a angle on y-axis. Odd angle or even angle? Odd angle. Odd angle means tan will convert into cot. Tan will convert into cot. So it will become cot 90. What is cot 90? 0. Cot 90 0. So that means tan 180 degrees is nothing but 0. So like that we can find these values also. So tan pi 0. Again tan 3 pi, tan 4 pi, tan 2 pi, tan minus 2 pi. These all values are 0. So the graph will come like this. So the graph, tan function graph will come like this. So it won't touch us at minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 by 2. Where tan value 0 means 2 pi minus pi 0 pi 3 2 pi like that. So by this graph, tell me what is domain? What is domain? Can we take any domain? Can we take any domain? No. We should not take domain. Domain as a okay. Before telling this, to understand the domain clearly of tan function, let us discuss again this cos function. Cos x equal to 0. See guys, cos x equal to 0. Where it is 0? See, observe where it is 0. Minus 3 pi by 2, pi minus pi by 2, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2. Nothing but cos x equal to 0 for all. See, for all x such that x equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2, where n belongs to z. Cos x equal to 0 for all x equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. For example, where n belongs to z. For example, n equal to 0. 2 into 0, 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 into pi by 2, pi by 2. At pi by 2 it is 0. Like that, for any integer, this will satisfy. For all these values, cos x equal to 0. Did you understand this? Now, what do you mean by tan x? Tan x means sin x by cos x. Tan x means sin x by cos x. Sin by cos. Whenever the function in the form of p by q, q should not be equal to 0. Right? That means here the condition for tan x is cos x not equal to 0. Remember, for any tan function, cos x not equal to 0. We know that cos x equal to 0 for this. Then what about tan? Cos x not equal to 0. That means these values it won't satisfy. That means how we can write this domain is r minus of 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 for all n belongs to z. Nothing but here you write for all x is that x equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 for all n belongs to z. Nothing but except these values all real numbers. Except these values all real numbers. Why except those? Why? Because if you substitute those, it will denominator will become 0. Denominator 0, it will become undefined. Observe here. So that's why domain of tan is r minus of for all x such that x equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 where n belongs to z. But what is range? What is range? Range is nothing but y values. If you observe y values, it is gone up to infinity. In negative side also it is up to infinity. Nothing but range is nothing but real numbers. Real numbers means minus infinity to plus infinity. Right? So understand carefully. If you did not understand, once again back the video and again watch. So you need to identify three graphs carefully. First is sine, cos, tan. Sine is continuous function. Sine domain is r. Range is also minus 1 to 1 as like cos. But sin x equal to 0 for what? For x equal to n pi where n belongs to z. Cos x equal to 0 for what? For x equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 where n belongs to z. But when it comes to tan domain is r minus of this. Did you understand why r minus of that one? Why? Because cos x should not be 0. That's why r minus of that. Range is what? Minus infinity to infinity. This is about sin, cos, tan. In next class, nothing but in further session, we will discuss remaining cot, cosecant and secant graphs. So before that, pause the video and note it down. Now I will draw tabular form of domain and range of all 6 trigonometric functions. So you can remember very easily. Those are like see, this is functions like 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, when it comes to function, this is sine, cos, tan, cot, secant and cosecant. So I will write domain and range values here. Domain and also range. Put it in a tabular form. So write neatly in your notes. See this. When it comes to sine, what is domain? Capital R, nothing but real numbers. For cos also domain, real numbers. See how to remember, I will tell easily. R. Range of cos and sine both are same. Those are minus 1, 1. Here also minus 1, 1. Right? Next, tan and cot. I told already previously. Tan means sine by cos. Sine by cos. That means cos should not be equal to 0. When cos will be equal to 0, x equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. So except that r minus of 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 where n belongs to z. R minus of that. Right? Next, when comes to range, it is real numbers. The graph will be like this, minus infinity to infinity. Now when it comes to cot, what do you mean by cot? Cot means cos by sine. Cos by sine p by q form. That means sine should not be equal to 0. When sine equal to 0, x equal to n pi. That means for cot, it should be r minus of n pi where n belongs to z. R minus of x equal to n pi where n belongs to z. Right? So for this cot also, the range will be r only. Next, when it comes to secant and cosecant, you know that secant means what? Secant means 1 by cos. 1 by cos. So this is also p by q form. Q not equal to 0. Cos x not equal to 0. Where cos x equal to 0? At this level. So for secant also it will be like r minus of x equal to 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 where n belongs to z. Next, when it comes to cosecant. Cosecant means 1 by sine. Sine should not be equal to 0. When sine equal to 0 for n pi. So this is r minus of x equal to n pi where n belongs to z. When it comes to range, it is minus 1 to 1. So this is also minus 1 to 1. Nothing but r minus of minus 1 to 1. See, these two domains we will discuss in further classes. Don't worry. But for the meanwhile, for tomorrow exam, you remember all these values. Very easy. R. You remember this order. Sin, cos, tan, cot, secant, cosecant. R. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, and minus 1. Nothing but these two are same. Next. R minus of this. Both will be same. Next. Cot and cosecant. These two will be same. Right? These two are same and these two are same. So however you like that you remember, but please remember without any forgetting these values. So based on this trigonometric table and nothing but based on the graph and based on the conversion from cot to cosecant, secant to cosecant, which we have discussed earlier in this class, and based on conversion of degrees to radians, radians to degrees. So I may ask questions for tomorrow exam. All the best. Keep smiling.